Shalom, shalom. Following Yahshua, welcome again to Drought. All right, right here, we are in my, it's so hard to explain my gardens. We are in my tomato area. You can see the post that I have. I have 5 lines. Ran from here all the way over to there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I finally transplanted my tomatoes. Here we got some elderberries, and they're flowering, so they'll be getting ready to bear fruit later on in the summer, actually fall, hallelujah. And for those who asked for Jerusalem artichokes, this year I actually planted a separate area for Jerusalem artichokes. These are the ones I'm going to be selling. So I had a lot of contacts about that. Do you have any more? Well, I actually ran out last year, the ones I was selling. So I actually brought some over to this section. I had to cut down some trees to get some sunlight over here and planted some artichokes. We got some here. We have some right there. I even have some over there. I just planted them everywhere. But you can see the tomatoes are coming in nicely. On this side. And this is a whole separate garden. Here we got passion fruit. There. We have passion fruit there. We have passion fruit there. And then here I planted different types of melons. Different types of melons right here. And then we have a fig tree there. We have a fig tree there. We have a fig tree there. We have some blackberries. Another fig tree. We have wild grapes. I don't know if you've ever seen wild grapes, but here they are. They're going to flower. Hallelujah. Anyways, this video is not about the garden, but I told y'all I have to show you my gardens in parts and videos. The next video I do will be my green beans. I have an orchard up here, and you can see back there, that's my other Jerusalem artichokes. That's for the family. That's what we're gonna eat. But I have an orchard. This is a small orchard. We have pears. We have pears, plums, pears and plums to go. Oh, and nectarines. No, apricots. Apricots. But you can see our elderberries have flowered. Hallelujah. Anyways, this video is not about that. This video is about, in California right now, they are facing extreme drought. They call it 100% drought, meaning the drought conditions are so terrible. I mean, they're talking about, the extended fire seasons they're going to be having and what it's going to look like. And fire season may never actually end. It may just continue in the fall. And they're saying maybe even into winter. And everybody's concerned about, because the lack of rain and the snowpack and the mountains aren't getting it and the snow and just the lack of water in California. That's what they're saying. And they have us really focused specifically on fire season. But what people don't know is, I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek. Here's one of my green bean trellises. I have like 5 of these. And I'll show you all in the next video. But green beans are coming in very nicely. I have some bush beans and climbing beans all intermingled in there. I have some over there too. You can see them with some more wild grapes right there. But anyways, nobody's really focused on what it's going to do to the food supply. Because California produces a lot of this country's food. And the farmers don't have water for their crops. So how are they going to grow their food? I read an article, and several other articles confirmed it, California produces about, I think I saw this, I think the statistics were about 99% of sellable figs, I believe it was olives, figs, olive, I think it was sweet rice was in there, although I think that might have changed. Figs, olive, sweet rice, table grapes, and many, it was like 7 or 8 different things that California specifically, it produces 99% of these different goods. This doesn't take into account also people, and this it's not just California. This is Idaho. This is Arizona. This is Nevada. This is Montana. I believe, no, not Montana. I know Idaho was in it. But that area right there, Lake Mead was an all-time low. One of the lakes. The reservoirs in California are almost 50% empty. And they're talking about water rationing again. So if you live in California, prepare yourself for water rationing. That's why it's a good idea for you to have, if you can put 4 5-gallon bottles of water back, do it. But if you can put back any amount of water, drinking water, put some back in your house. Put it back. Find a closet. Put some gallons in there. Put them underneath your couch. Put them underneath your bed. But the farmers in California aren't going to have their allocated water for their crops. That means not just their crops, but the animals are suffering. I know in Idaho, I believe it was, they already sold off, there was something like 1,200 or 2,200 head of cattle because there's no water. And with no water, you can't grow your fields, you can't buy feed, you can't give your animals water because of water rationing. So the attack on food is continuing. The attack, on all avenues, it seems like there's some sort of attack where food is being jeopardized, food is being assaulted. This is why it's important for you to learn to grow. This is why it's important for you to learn to put food away, store it while it can be bought, plant it while you can, especially, or you know what, generally, get out of California. Some Malabar spinach right there. It's going to climb on top of this trellis. Get out of California if you can. Get into a state that has water, that has ample rainfall. Sure, well, I like it here and the great weather and all that, great. That includes the wildfires, and that includes the possibility that food may be a scarce commodity. Now, that could happen nationwide. But you want to pay attention to what's going on in this world and not being absent-minded. If the West Coast does not have their allocated water, a lot of things are going to be affected. A lot of food is going to be affected. People who live in the West Coast, you may want to get used to taking showers. And I'm talking about, California and something like that. You may want to get used to taking showers in reused water. Recycled water. Or just extreme water rationing. Now, can you imagine what it's going to look like if they have water rationing, extreme water rationing in California, and they have their rolling blackouts again? So there's going to be a lack of water and a lack of air conditioning for a lot of what the people out there use. The lack of ability to stay cool. You got to stay awake to what's happening out here in this world today. There's a lot of changes happening. A lot of changes that are going to affect more than just you. We have to be wise. We have to be prudent. And again, I say this almost in every video. We should not be the last ones to move. We should be the ones foreseeing the evil. The prudent man foresees the evil and hides himself. We should be the prudent ones foreseeing the evil and hiding ourselves. We should not be the ones waiting to the last minute to try and get on board on some ship. That mentality plagues us. Whenever we could have gotten on board when the opportunities were there, we don't want to do it. We want to wait until we blow all of our opportunities, until we try everything that we guessed was going to work. And then when it doesn't work, now it's like, okay, I'm willing to try it your way. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. So you want to pay attention to what's happening right now. You want to see what's happening right now. You want to come out of her while you have the opportunity right now. While there are still jobs, you can still find them. You know, this, I'm just gonna be real. If, this is my opinion, if a person was looking to leave, and you weren't, a high wage earner, if you were waiting to get out, and you're waiting for the right time, I see right now as a good time as far as the job market is concerned, because so many people don't want to work. So you have the opportunity right now to leave wherever you are and go find a job in the sticks. It may not be a high wage job, but you could leave where you are right now and go find yourself a job that makes, the hospitals are hiring in droves. And I'm talking about, you can get entry-level positions and still make a decent amount of money. Well, relatively speaking. Relative for out here, let me say that. But the jobs are available. Sure, you're not going to make $25 an hour. You may make 15. You may make 16. I know all over up and down Arkansas and up and down Missouri in the Ozark region, the chicken plants are having a hell of a time keeping people in. And they're paid, they're giving bonuses. They're giving, a pretty good amount of money to work the chicken plants. Sure, it's hard work, but how badly do you want to get out? So these opportunities are available. Be prudent. Or don't. But either way, it's not stopping the fact that California is not getting the rain, and it's going to jack food prices in certain areas up even more. Have y'all seen the vegetable oil prices? Have y'all seen the vegetable oil prices? Have you seen how they've been creeping up? The last time I checked for a gallon of just regular vegetable oil, it went up $1. $1. So this process is going to continue to keep happening. You have to be ready. And every little thing that happens in this world from this point on out is going to greatly affect food changes, whether it's man-made or it's Yah. Yah stops the rain in certain regions. Damn, hey, it is what it is, right? But the famine is coming. The question is, are you ready for it? Bless y'all. Hope you have a blessed day. I'm going to get back to work. Planting peppers. I want to transplant those tomatoes, and now I'm transplanting peppers. So I'll be knocking these out. All right, bless y'all. Shalom.